Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties getting my live up this morning. So today we're in for a surprise. The Bucks have vacated the area and the does are here relaxing. Yesterday it was 4 or 5 bucks here, and now they've all gone. So, yesterday when my camera died, I got off camera, but then the camera essentially died, or the phone died. I was walking around and I found a tiny antler from where the bucks had shedded. I was so excited, but I was also disappointed because I wasn't able to get a video and share it with you guys. So good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to hit the like button. It's a bit earlier today than yesterday, but I have some errands to run today, so I got up a little earlier and decided to have a little walk. And as always, my little friends are out, here to bring joy to me and you. I think they're kind of like, it's too early. What is she doing here? So they're probably just as surprised to see me out this early. It's always a joy to see them. Yesterday we talked about the types of food that deer like. We can talk a little bit more about, how they can contribute to soil erosion through their movements, but they also cause a lot of damage to crops, which in my state we continue to have that conversation regarding overpopulation and farmers that are really struggling. Look, she's sleeping. It's amazing that they have such great hearing. She can just go to sleep with all of this noise in the background between the cars, me. Doesn't matter. I can't fall asleep with noise, and my hearing is not that great, so I have to research on how they're able to kind of block the noise out and just have some quiet time. One of the great things about having deer is that their presence can influence the distribution of other plant species. Kind of like birds when they eat the seeds and poop them out, and now you have a new plant growing somewhere else. You know, I should research what are the natural predators for deer. In the background, they're kind of looking at a blackbird and a squirrel. So sometimes I'm just kind of walking along and I notice the squirrels and the blackbirds like to play with each other. I'm not sure if they're fighting or playing because they're competing for food or whatever, but it's kind of funny to watch. You're wondering how they're communicating. There goes my little sleepyhead. Yeah, I was thinking about natural predators for deer. We know one of them, humans, are a natural predator. But I can't seem to think of any other predators that may be a problem for them in my general area. Oh, so adorable. Kind of looks like me when I'm sleeping. When I fall asleep watching a movie. You know how if you fall asleep sitting up, your neck does that, you know, fall forward and wake you up. That does not seem to happen with them. Good morning. Thank you guys for joining me. Please don't forget to hit the like button. See that pretty cool tree? It broke in half and now it's made. I think they're all sleeping now. One can't see her face, but she's sleeping. She's probably sleeping. And she's back up. I think it was around 9 or 10 yesterday, probably 10, when the bucks were all in this area. I wonder if they switch at a certain time, or the bucks are probably coming around looking for them, and so they find somewhere else to go because they do not want to be bothered. I didn't think about it. Vehicles, cars, are a natural predator for deer. They, it's a lot of vehicle collisions with these poor creatures. And think about the car. But is it the car or the human? It's still a human driving the car that tends to hit them. Probably gonna have to look this up, but between hunting and car collision, assuming that hunting kills the most deer, or is it cars? Here's something pretty cool. They use their scent as a marking to communicate with each other. Yesterday, in that tiny tree there, the buck that was here was marking his territory by rubbing its head on the tree. But now the does are here in its territory. Sleepyhead still asleep. That looks like a more comfortable way to sleep. She's got her head wrapped and kind of laid on her leg. Kind of like a natural pillow. It's pretty cool how flexible they are. It's almost like they can turn their heads all the way around. Good morning. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, I thoroughly appreciate your support. Reading somewhere that the weather can impact the behavior of these animals, which I think there was one article I read that talked about how mating seasons impacted by the weather. It's a part of the indicator that guess this is why they call it season, the indicator that the does are fertile and ready to mate. Goes my other sleepyhead. Just adorable. There, she's found a more comfortable position. Kind of like me when I'm sleeping on the couch, watching TV and fall asleep. My head does that first nod, and then I readjust myself and lay all the way out and rest my head on the pillow. In this case, she's using her leg as a pillow, so. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. That keen sense of hearing. Just a little breaking of the branch. She was up. You know, it's really weird. So I'm talking, and I know I try to mention this every video because everyone's always shocked that they think I'm talking really loud and it's not really making them run away. But my headphones are a contributor to you being able to hear me so well. So I'm actually pretty low whisper tone. And there's no movement from them. But as soon as my feet hit a little branch, it's like they pop right up. So many years of adapting to the snapping of a branch. It's embedded in there, in their DNA, to immediately become alarmed. And I talked about this a few days ago, but how long will it take them to immediately become alarmed when they see a car? Because as of right now, they stop and stare at the car. You know. Look around a bit. Of course, they're gonna follow me wherever I go. I don't think they care. As long as I don't get too close. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like button and please don't forget to comment if you like what you see, or if there's some information that you're requesting. I would love to hear. Hit that like button and give me a thumbs up on that comment. Aren't they just beautiful? Just peaceful, and just they feel 100% safe in their current location. And as I'm videoing, I'm also looking for antlers. They like to bed down over here. I think maybe I can find them. I think they just lost their antlers. I was talking to someone yesterday that lives in well, we were kind of talking through comments on a video. They live in Arkansas, and they mentioned that their bucks have not yet lost their antlers. I thought that was pretty interesting. I guess in my mind I just thought all bucks / deer went through the same cycle of life, and if the bucks in my state lost their antlers, and the bucks in all the other states have lost their antlers. But that was not the case. So that was pretty interesting to learn that depending on the region, their cycle of antler shedding and winter coat changes, which makes sense if you think about it. The winters here aren't as long, and so, you know, by March, April time frame, start to get pretty warm. And then in sometimes December, we haven't even gotten any snow. So in a state with longer winters, that would definitely make sense to not lose their antlers as fast. In a state with a shorter winter, I got a little too close, huh? It's also pretty strange how two of them will be very jumpy and quick to stand up, and then you'll have other ones that don't want to move. So that's definitely, I'm pretty sure it's a buck, that tiny one. I think I see the 2 spots on the head. It's probably his antler that I found. They were pretty tiny. Or maybe he hasn't grown any antlers yet. Yeah, it's probably a baby. Yeah, I think that's mommy and child. so adorable how they're cuddled together. Do you guys have a lot of deer in your area? I'm probably going to be on for about 5 more minutes and then continue with my usual morning adventures. You know, I'm pretty close now, like very, very close. And they didn't move, I think. Well, maybe. Too close now? Hey, Mama. You know I'm not. You remember me. You remember me. Like I do, that doesn't mean I have to hang with you just because I remember you. She laid back down. Cool little square they have. A huge branch there. It's like a little box. And they have a branch here. Or a tree, dead tree. It's kind of it's like a little square. Or a huge square actually. Their border. What I like about the winter nights is they can't, you know, summer it's kind of hard to spot them sometimes because it's so much vegetation. But in the winter, with all the vegetation gone, it's a lot easier for me to spot them as I walk by. Although I will say, they still camouflage very well. On my other trail, they are really good at camouflaging. So although the leaves are gone, there are a lot of dead brush, and so with their darker color, they blend in very well. She said, "Good night." That wasn't me that woke her up. It was a squirrel in the tree. There is a squirrel in the tree. Walk this stick. Okay, so I'm at that 30-minute mark. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you for watching with me. It was awesome sharing my world with you. Please do not forget to hit the like button. And have a wonderful day. I'm going to leave these beautiful amazing mystical creatures in peace to have their morning nap. I'm sure they're ready for me to go. Or they don't really care because they're napping anyways. So, have a great day. And don't forget to get outside and enjoy the beauty of nature. Bye.